guess he doesn't mind me. So if a touring bike will handle back roads like this, that says a lot about the bike. Confidence inspiring brakes, handling, weight distribution, and the vision isn't by no means. It's an over 800-pound dry bike. The weight feels low, the handling feels good weight-wise, but if you go to push it around your garage, you'll know it weighs 800 pounds. But in action, very, very good. At crawling speeds, which some people, sometimes older riders or weaker riders, have a problem with real slow riding, like in parking lot speeds, getting going. There are bikes that are a little bit more nimble than this, but it isn't bad at all. Once again, there's none of that shaky feeling. You've just got to pay attention in that first 5 feet. Not bad, but you got to pay attention. Other than that, handles really well at slow speeds. I've done a lot of turnarounds and roads and so forth, which also tell you a lot about a bike. And using the back brake and slowly turning, it does really well. I guess these would be hill cows. Those would be valley cows. That would be lone cow. Boy, how your mind plays with you when you're on the road day after day. Now, sometimes you just can't win, although I don't know how I can call this losing right now. But paved roads turn into dirt. Other paved roads turn into dirt. 3 choices on how to get back. One choice goes up towards where the snow is. Not going to do that. This one goes down into the valley. I know exactly where it comes out, so I've chosen it. It's a 49, 50 degree day. Temperature on the dash right now says 50 degrees. Winds blowing 20 to 30 miles an hour in various spots. Cool threat of rain, but not a overly threat of rain. And that's where one feature of the vision comes in really handy, so I know what's going on. That would be the weather radio. So I've got all the current weather, as long as I have a weather station nearby, and I can see if it's more likely to rain, what the wind's doing, what the forecast is. So really love the weather band radio. The places I get myself into, yes, I love it. So I'll just leisurely find my way out. This eventually hits a highway that I know. Want to take it easy, not to throw rocks up at the bodywork of this beautiful bike. And I will just take in this beauty, and by the weather forecast I just listened to, I should be okay. There's no more rain coming in right now. And I've got to say, for a over 800-pound touring bike, I don't mind this bike one bit off-road. Not that that's where I normally go with touring bikes whatsoever, but tells you a lot about a bike, as I said earlier. And no qualms about being on this, as long as it's a high quality, good dirt road. Turning around gets to be a little bit of a chore, pulling and pushing like it would with any bike of this weight. But good characteristics, once again, good characteristics on the street, they carry over to when you get on a dirt road. my reason for going slow is to protect the motorcycle more than it is to for any other reason. Could go a lot faster, but that would potentially throw rocks at the bodywork. Don't want to do that. So I'm very trusting in the bike. So it's a great scenic ride, as you can see for yourself. Pavement for a second. Okay, here's a test for your touring bike, or any bike for that matter. It's kind of loose, gravelly, rocky, uphill, steep, and I'm putting up at 1400 RPM. I'm not really worried about it stalling, although it's close to that point. Now I'm down to 11, so a little clutch there. Putted up that hill. You know, it's like when you get into rain, slick conditions you're not sure of, feeling your way through on the street. Same thing. It's very good tractable power from the V-twin. You know, this little dirt road excursion started when I asked a local farmer if the road went through and if it was paved. He said, "Oh yeah, sure, it goes through." I go, "Well, how is it headed? Is it dirt? Is it paved, like here?" He goes, "Oh, it's just like this." Waves his hand towards what's in front of him. Well, at that point, the road was paved. It didn't stay that way. Anyways, might be kind of odd, some of the points I'm making, you know, doing part of a street bike test on a dirt road. But anyone with a lot of experience knows these points I'm making are very valid as far as tractability, your comfort in a bike, you know, what the steering gets like when it's a slick condition. I mean, that all comes right back to the street. Same thing. It just proves the bike is not a handful whatsoever, that it's got very good steering, brakes, feel, even the suspension is doing a really good job on this slow dirt road. I'm very thankful this is a really good dirt road. You know, there's no ditches, there's no big bumps, very few rocks, anything like that effect. If I were on a dual sport bike, I'd be doing about 60 miles an hour right now, putting it sideways in the corners and just missing all the wonderful scenery. But making pretty good time, getting a little bit closer to the road as we continue on here. Gets a bit darker here, but you know, this is fantastic scenery. You don't get to see this every day. Accommodations while in the Northern California Fort Bragg area provided by the motorcycle-friendly Surf and Sand Lodge. Check them out. Accommodations while in the Northern California area provided by Holiday Inn Express, Fortuna, California. Gateway to the Redwoods, this hotel offers a step up in comfort for a very relaxing stay.